Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm just trading an eval today, so it's like kind of just chilling. Did y'all get this Tradeify? Did anyone buy this Tradeify shit? It's 100K for $15, dude. Damn, this one's reversing on me though, a little bit. Open this mitigation block, but I wanted this new week opening gap though. This one's reversing on me. See, but CL looking pretty good. Bro, we can't see your charts. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. My bad. My bad. Wait, hold on. I think I started with the low quality. Hold on. Yeah, try that. Okay, y'all can see it. Yeah, so I'm on a just doing a Tradeify 100K. It was $15. So this one though is going against me. There you go. But I mean, it could be just drawdown, right? But yeah, I just want these. Right, I'm just trading towards session highs. Right, new week opening gap. That's my draw. CL, same shit really. Like S&T at the lows. You go on the daily chart. We have this draw still left open that I wanted Friday. These will equal highs. We make a quite large opposing run, but this is only large because of like we gap up. You see we gap up here, which is not ideal, right? That we come all the way down here, but like we have no wick for the day, so it's like I want to trade back to that, you know. So when we put an S&T here, I have a 4-hour expansion candle. I have a 30-minute CSD. You know, don't really need to see much else. Probably set a limit there. Somewhere over here. Yeah, it's just an eval. Like I don't really care. Just chilling, really. CEU, right? Looking pretty good actually. Oh yeah, this is looking actually really good. This draw here looks free. Manipulation. I don't know what's up with these highs here. Is there S&T or something? Okay, so we have S&P down here, right, with DXY, right? Yeah, S&P here. So if you want this to be bullish, I mean, these opposing candles pretty much have to support price to get to the previous high. That is a really bad close on the 4-hour. But still have this holding technically, right? This little fair value gap. Pretty ass close, but it's still good there. The profile for this is really nice. Like, this is the perfect, if you're a London trader, you would look for trades here. So, like, as soon as you purchase high, there's no established low today. So, you'd want to trade to this. Even though it doesn't really get there. Like, you see how we have a CSD already. Form a little propulsion block. Like, that's where you want to get in. Ideally, target this low. Yeah, if you get this alignment here, so CSD would be a decent entry. Especially if the 15-minute CSDs here, it's definitely gonna go to this low. I feel like ain't no fucking way, dude. Ain't no way, dude. Oh yeah, come on, boy. What about this one, man? NG, what are you doing, bro? Okay, we're back up. I told you, we're good, dude. So good. Profit target for this is 6K. We might actually not be good. I don't know. Uh, no, you don't have to record, but okay, he is. What made you enter CL? Sure. So remember we were talking about CL going to this high up here. So the daily profile, right? There's no established high today. I don't trust any of these highs. It's just session highs. So this is like my bread and butter like idea for trading a manipulation is when you basically create the low of the day with manipulation with the hourly swing point. So here it is, the SMT. Um, and then when I look at the opposing side of that manipulation, creating the low of the day, by the way, always. That's what I ideally wants. I don't see this established high today. It's just a wick up here. It's just session highs and stuff. So that's what I want to trade back to, you know. I'm also with the 4-hour expansion candle. The daily is definitely not an expansion candle, but my target is just above the daily open, right? So I'm not expecting the day to go way up here because the opposing run is very far. But the thing is, it gapped up. It gapped up here. So the open is it should have been right here, right? It should have been open low, but it gapped up. So I have to go way down here. If you look on RB, I don't know if it gapped. Yeah, it didn't gap. Like it gapped a little bit, but yeah, here you see essentially like it's like range low to range high. SMT with the range low inside of this range, which is a protected low. So you have this inside of a dealing range. I don't really use premium discount that much, but it's worth noting here. It's a opposing candle here as well. 50% of that opposing candle supporting price. Right, so this is like where I would want the low of the day to form. It's like the only area pretty much. So that's why I'm in here. I'll take my first partial there, and then I'll go break even. NG is like the same thing, except there's really no manipulation. So if you go here, oh wait, never mind, hold on. 4 hours or something. We're just in this gap here, and like it's just a new week opening gap that I'm targeting. Same thing though, like no established high today, so that's what I'm kind of wanting to trade towards. We have a 30-minute CSD here. So generally, if there's no manipulation, like I want to demand a higher time frame CSD. Like I'm not going to demand a 5-minute CSD. I want to demand like an hourly or 30-minute, sometimes 15-minute. But yeah, if you look here, we have just continuation signatures. So T trades ideal swing formation right here. Then you have another CSD here. But yeah, but it's an eval, so it's like I don't even care. It's $15, bro. Pretty crazy deal. So I'm actually in oil on one of my other accounts. I think this oil trade is actually pretty good. Gold. Oh yeah, gold. Gold and silver are really interesting right now. But I want it to perform the reversal pretty soon. Do you see this consolidation? Like, yeah, I think there's like SMT here, but there's no like expansion away from it. So it's like kind of fake to me, honestly. Like this is just a consolidation. So if like news does some shit like this, then yeah, I would sell it, especially silver since it's weaker. This just looks really nice, doesn't it? Uh, yeah, like I'm pointing towards sells to be honest, but it definitely could like. Here's the thing about trading on Monday. When the previous week came off of an expansion, because when we think about phases of price, right, expansion, we could easily get like a consolidation or a new phase of price early week, and then form the high of the week later, like the manipulation of the leaky candle later, to then sell off, you know. So you have to keep that in mind, pretty much. Um, TikTok's weird. I need to eat. Copper. Let's look at copper. I don't think I saw anything too interesting on copper. Oh, I had this marked out. I had this line marked out because I'm not gonna long this necessarily because we have equal lows here. So it's like if I want to frame a short, it has to be here. Like it has to be off this high, pretty much. But it's not that interesting because we went. Notice how we went open low first. Not that interesting. Now we have like a consolidation here in a way. So the thing is, the candle didn't expand yet anywhere, so that's fine. But if you look at the 4-hour time frame, this opposing run is really far away. So it would be interesting in like an hour. So 47 minutes when the new 4-hour candle opens. As long as we hold this fair value gap, could be potential sells. Did we get stopped out? I don't think so. Nice, dude. I don't know why I had that on there. I just had an alert here for the fair value gap fill. But we can pretty much mitigate our risk almost on this. Like I could put it to stop loss. This is freaking foul. I don't really care. So I actually added here, guys. So look. So first position here, second position on this opposing candle, but I didn't put my stop loss there. I put it underneath this mitigation block because this formed a fair value gap. Basically, my re-entry formed a fair value gap. So I was like, I'm just gonna put it under the mitigation block here. So you have like a PDRA alignment, this opposing candle. By the way, this is only a good mitigation block because it's kind of like a bulky candle, but it also came from a fair value gap. So it's a high probability order block that got disrespected. And there's a PDRA alignment inside of it. So yeah, kind of just hoping that hits. CL looking very good. Probably just like a partial here. Bro, iFrag. Dude, I wanted freaking. So look at here. This was my original entry, guys. This fair value gap, bro. But it was starting to break away, and I just had a gut feeling. I had a gut feeling that I was not going to get filled. So I entered like somewhere like right here with like half risk. Like I went in 2. I was gonna go with 4, which is like $800 risk, and it left me, bro. Isn't that crazy? I got hella lucky. So it's just not worth not getting filled on this. I might as well just mark it half. Yeah, I already said that. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of leaning towards. NQ. So yeah, same thing. I was like, I don't want to long it, dude. If you look at most of the pairs today, there's no protected low at the day. So like, I want to sell this if anything, but I would sell ES because it's weaker. See, like I don't really tend to trust this. Like if you look at signatures of price, like expansion, with some expansion back in the range with SMT here, I believe. Let's look. It would be significant if there's SMT there. Okay, there is. Right, so you see this expansion back in the range, and then we get consolidation and expansion again. Like that makes sense for it to go up, right? But this is not an established low where like I can just trade away from a New York session, you know? Not me personally. And yeah, this is clean because you look at the opposing side of the curve, right? You have manipulation, you get this expansion, you're getting that reaccumulation inside of opposing PDRAs, right? And then you have this as well, whatnot. So it was good. It was good buys, to be fair, especially if you were gonna buy in here, like the silver bullet entry for a little scalp or whatnot, the previous high. Because that point is just obvious. Like if it's going to be it's going to expand away from here, it's gonna hit the high. But yeah, like I'm more interested in sells on ES, but it's not something that's like totally clean in my opinion. Again, like if we look at freaking yes, you know, you have previous high S&P. But the opposing run here, I would be more so interested in like 10 a.m. because at that point the news has already passed. 9:30 has already passed. So if we put in a relevant high, maybe with an S&T, then I'll be interested in indices. So one of my partials just hit, right? So took a partial here. Always take a partial above 2R. These equal highs up here. So this points, I can go ahead and trim my stop to break even. And yeah, we'll let the rest ride. So my other target, the reason I got in this trade, guys, is because there's no wick for the high of the day. So generally you want to trade back to that. And then if there's no, you see Asia is high of the day as well. Like London didn't create a high of the day. So it's like, I want to trade back to this always, generally. And there's S&T at the low of the day. So, and then you have a 30-minute CSD. There's not much more you need to see. Ain't no way we took the same trade. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, GC? Yeah, dude. Is it working out? See how that is working out. I have just full GP over there. I don't care about a partial. Yeah, hopefully we're freaking good, dude. I could probably take one off right now, but man, you know, I'll take one off right here. No, I won't. Never mind. Never mind. We're good. Already partial over here. We're good. See, yo, AB, did you buy the Tradeify? Freaking $15 eval for 100K. I was like, shit. Need 3 screen monitors for real. Actually do it, okay. Can you do one example on higher time frame model? It's the same thing as lower time frame. So if you, so you're always gonna line up a model, so like manipulation of a low or internal to external, whatever, with a profile. So basically, you need a candle supporting that idea, pretty much. So let's say this is my favorite model, by the way. It's literally just, let's say you have a range. Hold on, let me redraw it. Let's say something like this. And the opposing side of that range is like failure swings. And we manipulate this side of the range. I want to trade back to this. So let's say this is like the weekly open. Right? So when I look at the weekly highs, the high of the week, there's no established high. It's just failure swings. So I wanted to expand into those highs, right? So when we come back and create the weekly low of the week, it's like manipulation. So manipulation, distribution to these highs. So really on a higher time frame, this might be a daily swing low. This might be a daily swing high, like a range. And we manipulate that ideally with S&T. This is intraday too. So if this is Asia high of the day, London session, we manipulate, creating the wick, creating the low of the day. Then I want to expand. That's like literally what you see today on CL, pretty much. Like if you look on CL, go to the hourly time frame, you have a range from low to high. I look at the opposing side of that range. Intraday, I have no high of the day. So when we manipulate the range low, I want to trade that higher. Does that make sense? So this right here is really good when you align it with the actual profile. So don't pattern trade it necessarily. But when this low, the manipulation creates the wick of a high time frame candle. It's really good. But it could also be the same thing where it's like, it could be anything. It could be internal to external. Right? If this pullback up here is like session highs and it's just like low resistance. We come back into this range, have some sort of manipulation. I could just trade that pretty much like a fair value up here or something. As long as you see a continuation signature, where like you always want to see like how do we come into this range? How do we actually come into the key level? If there's like no if we don't expand to the key level or something, then it's much higher probability that price will expand into these highs because when it looks like this is not a reversal signature. So we expand towards these, right? We target these highs pretty much. Someone said look at TWX said look at copper. I don't know if that was an old message, but I already did. Yeah, so like I said, I want to see a reversal off here. That's why I have this line marked here. And I also have this fair value gap here, like here, but whenever you see a swing point and a fair value gap, it's like a better manipulation almost because it's like filling in that fair value gap in a sense. But this is really just like a 4-hour fair value gap right here. So this swing point high in the fair value gap. So that's really nice to see that manipulation inside of the fair value gap. But yeah, this is the only area. If it's gonna go bearish, it's gonna go bearish right here. There's no reason, absolutely no reason to come higher, in my opinion. And we have equal lows here, so yeah. Like I said, the 10 a.m. candle is gonna be more interesting because this candle here, this candle could form the reversal, but the real expansion would form here because the opposing run is really far. It's not likely to do this. How is our NG doing? Okay. CL, nice, brother. Nice, brother. Would you say CL has a good chance? Yeah, I think so. That's why I longed it. Keep sending my idea. For what are you talking about? Rose is yapping. Nice. Yeah, ideally, we want to see. Oh, really nice. You got symmetry. Hell yeah. Ideally, we want to see price supported by this opposing side of the curve, PDRA, right? Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Look at us, man. Oh, killing it. What makes it a relevant, protected high? Manipulation at the higher low of the day. Aligned with a expansion candle, ideally. So this is not aligned with an expansion candle. But look at the daily charts. An expansion candle meaning a small opposing run from a daily open. But do you see how I'm not targeting up here? It's because of the daily candle the way it's forming. But we have no high today. It's just a wick. Or sorry, there's no wick. It's just a what they call this again? Devil's mark or something. So I want to trade back to that. But also there's no established high of the day where like London didn't create the high. It's literally just failure swings, like on a lower time frame. See that? Still failure swings. So I want to trade back to this. Okay, I want to trade back to that. If you look at this day, I traded this day as well. I caught this expansion. The reason why is because, right, if you just look at the signatures, right, expansion the previous day met with expansion. And then what does Asia do? It consolidates. So what is that? A continuation signature, meaning price is not going to reverse from this high, right? Because it's just failure swings, like literally. All these are just failure swings. So when you manipulate the daily low, right? This was the daily low at one point, but creates the new low with SMT. So manipulation. So I can target the previous high for, well, if you're a London trader, this is a really good trade. But I'm trading the continuation of that. Right? I have manipulation at the low of the day. So we haven't yet expanded. See how here, like this pullback, the daily range hasn't expanded yet. So this is when I look for a New York continuation because New York can still expand, you know? So I look on a 15-minute time frame inside of this 1 hour opposing candle. I see a protected low form. Right, we sweep out this low. You form an opposing candle. And when I think about the 10 a.m. candle, the 4-hour candle, inside of this wick is where you have that protected 15-minute low. So I expect this 10 a.m. open to be supported by that protected low on the 15-minute, right? So it opens up right here, open low into the opposing candle. We can anticipate that already. So like my entry is actually before it, but I can enter before it because we already like we're about to close basically this candle on 6 a.m. and I can already anticipate the low of this candle forming here. So my first TP is here. So it looks something like this. I don't put my stop loss down here. I put it down here at the body. I think I put it right there on that candle wick. My first TP is here, and then my other TP I wanted up here, but we never got there, so I had to close like right here. But yeah, it's just manipulation, bro. The best way to trade it, in my opinion. How much percentage do you risk? So I don't copy trade, so I kind of I can risk like $300, $400 on a funded account. Eval, I generally risk like 1% or more. Yeah, I use it indicated. It's this one. ICT kills on their pivots by TFO. There's a bunch of settings in here. You can do a lot of stuff, but I only have if you're gonna have it mark out midnight open if you want, the daily open, 10 a.m. open, but I don't like all that stuff in my chart. What's there with CL? Why you longed? I think I already went over this. Do you want me to go over it again, maybe? Can we go over it again? Because I will. It's not. Bro, this NG. What is NG doing? Is it coming back for us, bro? Oh yeah, it is, dude. Oh, that's okay. So I could just take this little loss. I think I will, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this little. So my stop loss is down here, but I trimmed it. I think I'll take it, honestly. If it comes back down here, it's fine. But it's not a terrible idea to come back up here. It might just stop us out and then go. I'll probably even put it at this mitigation block low. But yeah, we'll see. With what firm are you? It's not a firm. It's a broker. It's futures broker. It's Trade8. So if I show you here, you can pretty much trade. If I log out, I don't want to log out because I don't know the password for this. But there's a bunch of different brokers that you can use on which you can trade on Trading. But most prop firms have Trade8. It's like the main one, pretty much. Stop deep break even. Yeah, I mean that's fine. YM. Yep, this looks pretty good actually. Why isn't this loading? Yeah, YM has been really weak. Like you see how this session just kind of like consolidates. It's like I don't really trust this at the low today. About the 4-hour candle. So 10 a.m. is gonna be really interesting. Did equities open? Okay, just opened right now. Yeah, I mean previous low is looking pretty good. This is not even the previous low though, but still, this low looking pretty good. What about NQ and ES? Okay, no. Yes. Okay, so if we don't form some reversal, I don't want to see this, to be honest. Like, if I'm going to be bearish, I don't want to see like this. It literally has to reverse right here. Like, if it doesn't reverse here, then I'm personally not interested because I'm not going to long this, bro. Nah, I gotta do it. Okay, so we got stopped out at NG. I reduced my stop there. That's fine. Yeah, I wanted this new week opening gap. So we'll see what CL does. We got TP1 here, and we will see if we get a chance on something else. Okay, this silver is looking pretty interesting. We got this 30-minute CSD here. These lows, pretty interesting. 9:30. Oh wait, this shit comes in like a couple minutes. I actually might just enter this before news. How much is this? How much should I risk, guys, on this eval? It's a 100K eval with TradeFi. How much should I risk? Should we do before news? I'm doing it. Wait. Who knows the rules for TradeFi? I didn't even look. Oh, iFrig. Can you trade news? It's not even gambling. It's an eval, bro. No rules for news trading? Oh, bad. I'm doing it. How is this? How is this a? How is this a gamble, dude? All right. I'll do 600. That's not. That's only 0.5%. Yeah, I'm doing it. And if you want to be, if you guys want to take this, if you want to be extra safe, wait for news to do something like this to make a propulsion block, and then take it. But I'm not waiting for that. This is eval, dude. A $15 eval. I don't give a. I don't care, bro. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you swing points? A lot. So even if a like a even if I have IRL, I still need to see some sort of manipulation. Like pretend this was a this might actually be a fair value gap. Okay, yeah, it is a fair value gap. See this fair value gap? You see this manipulation inside of it? That's what I'd like to see. This can be on the 15-minute though. Like if it's a 15-minute like reversal like this or something like that, then I will trade it. Yes, dude, $15 for the eval. That's why I don't care. That's why I'm being really risky right now. It's not even a lot of risk. If you think about it, it's literally 0.67%. So like if it loses, I don't care. We're already up for the day on CL. It's 100K. No, it already ended, bro. They posted it in our chat. No, there's an activation fee, $120, which is actually like kind of cheap for like cheaper than Top Step. Bro, they sent it. They sent it in the chat. My bad though. Yeah, 160. I know. That's why I was like, dude, I don't even care about if I lose this, I don't care. And this is my first time with Tradify. So it's like it's cool to just see how they are. Like, I don't know. So I was like, why not do it now? We'll see if we get entered in this though. That's my EPEX on Friday, but since passing it. And the account has disappeared on my Tradibate because I haven't yet received an email confirmed it's passed. Okay, so I don't use, so you're gonna have to ask AB. He's funded with Apex. I don't use Apex. So AB, can you answer that? Yeah, I forgot actually told me. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot you told me. But I think Stunna posted it. If you enter a propulsion block, where do you place your stop loss? At the propulsion block? Yeah, at the propulsion block. It's up to you though. Did I miss any like? Did you take CL? Yes, I'll show you the CL. I'll just break it down one more time. Why not? Okay, so like I said, when you see like we have no established high of the day, meaning there's session highs, low resistance in the form of session highs, which is always ideal. And then when I look at the daily candle, there's no wick, right? So if I want to trade back to that, I need to basically hit a key level and form some sort of manipulation. So on the hourly time frame, you have these opposing candles here, right? So you have a range from low to high. You manipulate the range low with the SMT, and then essentially like I just confirm it intraday with the CSD with a 30-minute 60. So it's pretty much that simple. If this is going to be bullish, it should remain. It should respect this fair value gap, this inverse. So something like this. If it's going to continue higher, like it's not going to like retrace all the way down here. If it does, then it's going to like chop or just reverse lower. It could very well reverse off these session highs. It could do that. That's why I took a partial here. I did go over NQ. Like the longs made sense, but I'm not going to long in New York session because it's just not interesting, like slow resistance. But if you look at like why it went long, it makes sense and pretty much like because you essentially have this, like you have this is the only area for if you're gonna frame bearishness, this is the only area for price to reverse off of, right? But when you see this fail, you have a a move lower, right? But then it's just consolidating, which is not a reversal signature, right? When you look here, expansion, with expansion, we're disrespecting sell side PD arrays. So you pretty much have a range from low to high. And we're getting just a continuation signature inside of EQ. And we're just reaccumulating from this inverse for value gap. And now we're actually, closing over opposing candles. And so when we get over here, like this area is a really good area to get in right here, pretty much. Because at this point, it's going to go to the previous high. Like there's no reason for it to just randomly form here at the high of the day. So yeah, this is a really good area to get in to target the previous high. But at this point, there's like nothing to target for me. The long side, it's all-time high. So when I look at the daily low, there's really no established low, to be honest. So like if I was to frame anything, it would be short, but it doesn't mean I'm going to take a short. Like the opposing run is pretty far. It just doesn't really fit my narrative for shorts. Like it's not perfect. Like we have SMT here. That's cool. Right, but I'm gonna wait for 10 a.m. basically. So I'm gonna wait for 6 a.m. close, maybe a 10 a.m. short, maybe, but that just depends. Like I said, this just seems like consolidation down here. But I'm more interested in like, oh my gosh, dude, if this leaves me, it sucks. I'm more interested in like shorts, for like silver here. Like I said, we have news, so I don't even know what is this news, man? It's nothing serious, right? Like what even is this, bro? PMI? PMI is not crazy, right? Isn't it a little bit crazy? I don't remember. Anyone know? Oh, really? Oh, shit. Well, let's have some fun. Yeah, TWX is going to record me lose this trade. It's going to be fun. Can you check odd USD? Yeah, odd USD. All right. Sure. Okay. Okay, so you have SMT at the high today. So yeah, you want to short this asset. Ideally, you'd want to get in again if you're like a London trader. Gosh, fuck off. This SMT is really good because if you look at the low today, there's just feather swings. This consolidation here. This would be the really good target, like somewhere in here. So get in here at this SMT. This is just New York continuation, which is fine. Yeah, like you have this to target here. I don't know if it's gonna get there today, but yeah, it's like not bad. Sure. Again, it's just order pairing the range high to the range low. And when you look at the range low, there's failure swings. And there's no low of the day form. It's just a wick like CL. So yeah, pretty good. It's the previous week's low good too. You send screenshots of all the assets on your list. Can I see the screenshots? You can take a screenshot. I mean, I'm gonna tell you like the main things I trade is like indices, gold, and oil. This stuff right here, I trade occasionally. Like I trade this Friday, I trade this today. But these two, like the profiles have to like really align stuff, the high time frame and stuff. Oops. Regarding my question on equal highs S&T, that should be fine due to the fact that MQ took highs. Yeah. Where are we at though? Yeah, it's not ideal, but technically, yeah. But it's definitely not ideal. But yeah, I would wait for news on NQ stuff because like the context is not like that great, so you want to wait for news. It's not like an odd. It hasn't even like reversed, obviously. How do you decide which ones to trade? Profiles, just like context and stuff. Yeah, it's being recorded. Yeah, I'm trading an eval right now with Tradeify. Never been with them. Really good deal. So this is why I am actually just not really being more risky. I'm just setting a limit here for news. We have news in 1 minute, so let's get it. Let's see, dude. Let's see. 30 seconds. I'm not even risking a lot, guys, so don't even call it gambling. NG, what did it do? Did it stop us out and then just go in our direction? Yeah, I mean, that's what it's doing, huh? Mother fricker. Gold will buy? Okay, I'm fading you. Let's see. Yeah, this is only like 0.6% risk. Okay, so EU hit that it hit that. Why do I even have this alert for? Oh yeah. So like I said, like this 15-minute CSD, right? Likely gonna take this low out. So if anyone's like that, it's cool. Oh, that was lame. That was really freaking lame. What kind of news is that? NFP's brother, my ass. Yeah, I'm trading on a eval. I never traded with Tradeify, but they had a really good deal, so I was like, why not? It's a 100K account, so like $600 risk is like 0.5%. It's not a lot. The deal was on Twitter, but it's over now. It was only 1 day. Unfortunately. So the reason why I went along this because there's no like it's just low resistance. Like it's just low resistance, not like that interesting to me. Just two long heads. But I will say like it's not the highest probability trade because like I said, like we're coming off of an expansion. So a new phase of price could occur. Like we could consolidate Monday and Tuesday or something, and then form a high of the week and then drop. So but if we get this hourly close here, bro, like that's pretty good. I'd be pretty confident that it at least goes to like these lows. Yeah, I did. Let's actually look at NQ. What did the news do? Probably nothing. It did nothing over here. Yeah, that was so lame. I don't think NQ is that interesting, honestly. Like we're kind of just creating a large opposing run from the daily open. But I would look at so look here, guys. So if you know my model, but the 6 a.m. candle is about to close. It's likely to close an expansion candle. So if we get a 10 a.m. small opposing run above the open, we could trade back into the range. And I probably will on this account just because it's an eval. Like, why not? But it's not high probable in my opinion. It's not like crazy. Like we have the SMT here as well. Well, yeah, I'm gonna trade yes, but yeah, I'm just going over into because he asked for it. Tradeify. Never traded with them, so I'm just they had a really good deal, so I was like, why not? But I'm really aggressive on evals, guys. Pretty aggressive. Don't take these trades. But this is actually a good trade in my opinion. Like I took this on my other account, actual fund account. I took this here. This is actually a good account or a good trade. I mean, okay, we're about to get filled on this. That ain't aggressive, yapper. Straddle them next time. Straddle with that type of news. Didn't even do anything. No, it's not. The deal is not available, unfortunately. It's like a 1 day offer. I think so. Like I was logging into their account. 35 straight to sim funded, 50% off growth in advance. I don't even know what that is. So maybe 50% off still. Use code SNOW. Try that. Try that maybe. Definitely no. Definitely not. So if you guys want to trade this, the higher probable entry is going to be this. It's going to be something like this. Like we come into this BOI, but then we create an opposing candle like to confirm this level. But this is eval, so like I don't care. Bro, stop saying that. Oh, copper? Damn, I forgot. It's actually looking good. Oh, it's looking pretty good, boys. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it is. So CST's way down here, so CST doesn't matter to me. I would revert to like, what you call it? I would revert to, gosh, inverse fair value gaps, basically. Okay, so 10 a.m. does something like this. If it opens up, creates an opposing candle, and then does this, I'm just gonna enter it. I'm gonna trust that to be the wick. Like the draw is super clean here. It's equal lows. Yeah, I think I like this, honestly. I think I like it. I think I like it. What's NG doing, bro? AB, did we get hoed or what? It could still go there, but looking for some rip. Okay, this is not great. CL might stop our runaround. But like I said, I want this inversion to support price higher. That's why I took a partial here. Like we could definitely reverse here because the way the candle is formed here. So like this is not A plus, but to get to these highs, it's pretty high profile in my opinion. So I wish I went in with full risk. I wish I could have got in full risk. Nice. But yeah, I'm hoping the 10 a.m. low gets formed in here. That'd be cool. CL, Rudda, really. Time is it, by the way? About 8 minutes until the open of 10 a.m. Yeah. US 500, nice. Let's go look at this. Let's go look at ES. Because that's the one we want to short, right? Why does your... Hold on. Oh, wow. Look at this. Who's asking my question about equal highs? Maddie? Look here. Maddie. If you look on this feed, there's actually not equal highs. It's not fun. It's not some bullshit. It sucks because like with the drivers, so 930 and 945, you would want to see ideally them really displace lower, because if this is going to be SMT here, like you want it to displace lower. So I'm not even like that convinced for sells yet, to be honest with you. So that's why I'm waiting for 10 a.m. But they're good, you know. Code for Tradeify? Okay, try this. Try snow. Like snow bunny. Option. Okay, snow works, cool. I don't even know, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even look at the rules. I didn't even look at the rules, dude. See, this is why you guys can't trust me. Okay, so where are the rules at, bro? View details. I know it's 3% drawdown. I know there's a trailing drawdown. I know the target is 6%. So it's like, what else do I need to freaking know at this point? See, like, don't go below 3K. There is trailing drawdown. Like, I didn't see much else. Like, you can pass the 1 day. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they don't have anything else. Like, that's it, I guess. iFrag told me it's similar to Top Step, so I trusted him. What is Garrett doing? I'm chilling. Creating an eval. 6% 1 day. Yeah, you have to risk a lot. Check Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Do I even have that on my feed? Oh, I do. Holy. Yep. Oh god, this is clean. Yeah, this is fire actually. So look how there's no established high today. It's just session highs. Like, this is good. This is what we want to see. So it's expansion, consolidation, manipulation, creating the low of the day. You have that small wick, basically supporting EQ of the previous range. It's forming above the EQ instead of a fair value gap. Probably a 4-hour fair value gap. Yeah. So look, this is my model like directly. Right, so we know that the low today should form in the upper half of that range, and this is the only area for it to form, right? So we're not going to trade this 4-hour candle because the open is too far away. So we see how it closed, right? So we view this as essentially like the retracement or the manipulation. And we see that it closed an expansion candle. So we know that the reversal hasn't formed yet inside this candle. So we can refer to the next candle to reverse and expand, right? So it opens up near this low, so we can form a reversal off the low of this candle, have that small opposing run, which supports reversal into expansion, right? And you go to the lower time frames. Oh my gosh, this is so clean. See, you even see on the lower time frame expansion of expansion. That's the ideal reversal signature. You get retracement to this fair value gap, and then you get another opposing candle. So you get a failure swing. So short-term low, intermediate-term low. The way this forms is really clean. Like you have a clean 3 set of candles. T trades ideal information if you are in a lens. You have this BPR that it forms in, so it's really clean actually. Yeah, that's really clean. Yeah. Platinum blasted off to the highs or the lows? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, so this is the reason why I had this line drawn, like, as soon as we hit it, because it's the same thing, guys. Like, look, this candle hit this candle, like, hit the key level. This next candle should reverse, just like Bitcoin, right? But this candle is an expansion candle, so ideally, I wanna see reversal off this high. But if there is alignment already inside of this wick, so if you look inside of this wick, you see there's a CSD, right? So if this is already a reversal in here, it's much like if you're in the lens, you already know. But it's just not a candle 2 closure. Okay, this is not looking too hot for our continuation, but that's fine. Still a great trade. We've got other opportunities here. This is terrible. Like, I don't even know if I want to trade this. It's just so slow. Gold. I mean, I feel like the session lows are free. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they should really get targeted, especially with an hourly CSD about to close, and within a minute. 15 minute, 1 minute. Where? I mean, you have actually a 1 hour 5 minute here. Actually, if you know, you know. Fourth candle. So I actually might take that shit. That's my bias. So like I'll go over the bias again for gold. The only thing that is kind of sus is it is a Monday. Okay, so when the previous week expands, right? Trading Monday for continuation is a bit riskier, right? Because when you think about just even if you think about if we want to see an open high low close weekly candle, the high of the day, or the high of the week being Monday is very unlikely sometimes. Like we would get a new phase of price usually. So early week we could consolidate after expansion. Um, so that's the only red flag about this. But if you look at my targets, I'm not targeting way down here. I'm just targeting the previous low at most. So because of that, I'm just my target. Look at the week. If you look at the daily profile, there's no established low of the day, right? It's just expansion, retracement, manipulation. So I'm thinking we do something like this. I'm thinking the high of the day is already put in. That's what I think. So I want this to be confirmed by this CSD here. Open low into these lows. That's what I want. But the market can do whatever it wants. Gold cooking, yeah. Did it turn into the weaker pair or something? Yeah, dude. Yeah, much cleaner close, I think. Yeah, so you can just see the close. It's a bit weaker on a 4-hour candle. Yeah, like I said, I would want to see like these lows taken. It's not as like clean on gold, but the lows on silver look just like better. They just look they're in closer proximity as well. At the previous low to target as well. But yeah, like I'm hoping for this tab, dude. I might take a starter um trade here on when we if we close over here. Because it's an eval, like I said it for a million times. I don't care. Check. Uh, what the hell is that, dude? Dude, I'm not looking at that. That's like the NQ versus ES. But yeah, that makes sense. But like I can just see it. Like, if I go to like the daily chart pretty much. Go to the daily charts. See what high is this by the way? Monday 25th. Monday the 25th. Do you see how much farther we reached? Like this low is just positioned lower than gold, right? So we also took out this low over here. Like the strength might have switched a little bit, but in general, it's definitely like on a daily chart, it's definitely silver that's weaker, in my opinion. But the thing is, like, yeah, today we technically have SMT here, but that doesn't actually matter. Like, if you look here, we literally just like gapped up, kind of took it out right here, then that started the retracement. But it's just because we kind of closed a bit higher, on silver. Gold closed like way down here on the daily candle. What is NQ doing? Yes. So yeah, so like look, like for me to actually short this guys, like it needs to form a reversal off this high. It has to do that. Other than that, I'm not even interested. Like this would be a scalp if anything. So we'll set an alert here. But yeah, it's just what about YM? We actually go to that low yet? Ooh. Oh, this is gross, brother. It's gross. Yeah, we can displace this low. It's the same thing. So like the same thing on gold. Like we're coming off of a like a bunch of freaking just a large expansion, right? So look at the weekly time frame. We have 2 expansion candles in a row. So yeah, like you ideally want to see if you're going to frame an open high low close, you want to see an established high be put in before you trade off. And that's usually going to happen like Tuesday, Wednesday, you know. So it's the same thing with silver, to be honest, if I'm being real. But look how clean this is, guys. Like, look at the previous week. It's got all these highs into this fair value gap. This looks like all this low resistance here looks really good. Honestly, looks really good. Gold. Yeah, gold looks just weak. It's very slow though, bro. Oh yeah, I actually seen that video. It's yeah, it's valid. Yeah, I went over EU. It was actually a good short. Usually get your entries on newly created fair value gaps, or do you usually trade off of CSD? In my experience, I usually don't get the tracement, for example, like on silver right now. I trade so like for fair value gaps, like I guess you're That's like a continuation thing almost. Like, let's say like we form something like this. We form the low of the day. We form a fair value gap. Is this what you're talking about? Because yeah, like I will look for this only if the daily range hasn't yet expanded. But if it does something like this, it's just a good tip. Like, or I know a lot of you probably do. If the daily range has already expanded a lot, and we retrace it to a fair value gap, it's not a good trade because we don't expect the daily range to just expand again. Like it's already overextended. So you looking for a fair value gap here is not high relevant because we're not going to keep expanding. It's unlikely. So ideally, if we do that, but the daily range hasn't yet really expanded, come back to fair value. This is high probable because it can create the daily range. You know, so when I look for continuations, that's what I'm looking for. But this is not a continuation necessarily. For the day at least, like this is the very like this is the reversal for the day. Like, this is the high of the day right here. So it is a fair value gap. Maybe on the higher time frame, it's a continuation, right? Because you have a fair value gap here. But I look at it as I'm trading within a candle. I want to trade the reversal of this candle. A continuation should be something like this. Fair value gap. That. But yeah, you have multiple options. Like you can. So like, what's your question? A newly created fair value gap, basically from a retracement area. It's up to you. Yeah, I usually look for CSD though. In my or 50-minute swing formation. Oh, is my entry being protected? Pretty dope. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah. Like I was saying, I hope this supports price, this inverse, which you said it was a T spot. That's cool. I don't know what time frame it's on, but it's a cool confluence. You ain't getting mud. No, not necessarily. I don't even think the ICT talks about expansion candles having small wicks. Don't think I heard that. Yeah, it's not EQ actually. Yeah, it's a Monday. It's just like not the best day to trade. We had news today, but it was so whack. This news is whack. If he goes over here, I think I'm just gonna enter. To be honest, I'll just put my stop loss above this breaker or something. Whoops, above this breaker. So I'm basically gonna hope that these opposing candles, but we didn't close yet. Where's my entry at? It's on the hourly low. It's still a trace there. But I think these lows are like pretty freaking good. Do a little D1 scalp. Yeah, this is just miserable. I probably shouldn't even trade this, but like I said, it's about some rats. Yeah, NQ and ES are close. Like just super slow, bro. Oh frick. What about copper, dude? Okay. Didn't really trace into anything though. Like I could technically take this inverse, but what am I dodging? I'm gonna limit this, not limit it, but put a thing on that fair value. Yeah, our draw for copper was this low. Really. NG just bull BSing after stopping me. Oh hell yeah, dude, this is really good. Dude, honestly, I might just add on to this and just trail my stop. If we get this on a 15-minute, dude, this would be a 15-minute fractal model. I'm just gonna trail it right now. No reason why it should come back there. Dude, what is RT? What is RTY, guys? Someone explain that to me. I don't even know what that is. Is it an indice or like some other currency? Yeah, but what is Russell 2000? Small caps. I have no idea what that is. So it's a US. It's US. Like it's affected by. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. I should probably add that. What is it called? Wait, if I just type in Russell, is that gonna pop up? Yeah, it's this, right? So I want the mini. Let's look at this, brother. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is perfect, guys. Holy shit. This profile right here, dude. So what do we see here? I'm like Romeo. What do you see? So you have this opposing candle here, right? But what we have here is a manipulation at a key level. That's what we want to see. At 9:30, I think. Yep, even better. So when you pair a volatility driver with a manipulation, what do we see in the opposing side of the manipulation? We see failure swings, no established side of the day. So this is my A plus version of a New York reversal. This is fire. Oh my gosh. Fractal model. Hello. You guys see it. 15-minute is a fractal model right there. And that's how I use the fractal model with these profiles. I really did. That's so clean. What the fuck? Yeah, I'll definitely add that though. What's the SMT though? You can't use any SMT? YM? Oh, for real? Oh yeah. That actually is correlated, right? It did look pretty correlated because YM also reversed over here. But why it's not as correlated though. Like I'll put it up here. 9:30. It kind of is. It's just that YM was like up here while this was down here. I'll have to like see. It actually does look pretty correlated. Look at these highs up here. Same thing. Yeah, it actually pretty correlated. Wow. Cool. Now y'all got me with too many pairs. Okay, hold on, guys. You might cook. You might cook a scalp. You might cook a scalp. Bruh. Why is in see? I wish NQ was like showing a willingness to go lower too. I might just limit this. Not or not limit it, but put a whatever you call it here. So like I said, I want to see a reversal off this high, pretty much. But like, it's not A plus, guys. Like, even if you look at YM, bro, like, we're disrespecting this fair value. Yeah, we have SMT. The opposing run quite large for the daily candle. It's not even that clean, bro. Like this right here, this quote unquote New York reversal, totally different from something like this. This is so much better. So much better. Especially if we took out the previous week's low. That'd be even cleaner. Okay, you said this is looking good. Oh frick, we missed it. All right, I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna move it. This is technically a valid fractal model, by the way. Yeah, that's fine like that. Yeah. And the risk is so small. Like this is less than like 0.5%, bro, on a 100K account. So like I'm totally fine with that actually. So yeah, we'll probably get tagged in that. CL doing good. CL is looking great. So we got a swing point here. Okay, 30-minute. All right, so this 30-minute closes in about 13 minutes. And if you're using the fractal model, that could be a valid entry. NG, no way, dude. No way it did us dirty like that, right? Oh, you said NG? Yeah, NG. Bruh. Bruh. I'm fucking serious. No, it actually did us dirty for real. Yeah, this is our draw though. Like, should I re-enter it? Maybe on the 30-minute close. Is this enough R? It's an eval, so I mean, that could be a D1 scalper. Right? Damn it, gold. Pick up the pace for real. Oh, little melt there. I will set alerts here. So draw. So we might get missed, bro. Back to back. Terrible. It was so tough. This scaling looks promising. Show sill because I'm just sell 10 cons stuff. That's the type I would do, bro. Yeah, pretty much. It's an eval though. It's a 3,500K eval that I got for $15. Yeah. Yes, maybe. So like my model is it's presented on ESQ for sure. Okay, yeah, this is looking a little bit more promising for sure. What about NQ? Is it showing a willingness to trade away? A little bit. We get the CSD maybe. Let's see. It's just chopped. There's like no speed with anything right now. It's kind of tough. Freaking Dallas. Yeah, we might get left, guys. Might get the left on that. Actually, might scale in here. I'm not gonna lie. Because this trail stop loss would cover my risk. I'll go in with whatever this is. Is the deal still on? Yeah, it was literally $15. But no, it's not. It was a 1-day thing. Valid TP. What is this? Gold? Yeah, like you could take a partial there. Yeah, that's a good partial point. But yeah, you could extend that for your runners. But nice. Pretty good trade. Yeah, what do you think? What does it look like? My guy? Silver left you? Yeah, it's fine though. Like I wouldn't even mind because it's just slow. So it's like I don't think what about HG though? HG also super slow. This market volatility is just not it. Not a good day to trade. ES shorts. Yep. Damn, what the hell? Now it just picks up at a random. So yeah, here's the model, guys. Stay there every day. Except we would short ES for this weaker. Right, so 6 a.m. manipulation. What does it close like? An expansion candle. We form a reversal off this high. We trade back into the range. We have Asia lows, possibly, to target. So yeah, if we come back to this, set alert. I'll just intel this. Like, it's not A plus in my opinion, like just today in general, but it is not bad. Here's why it's not A plus, by the way. We don't have a driver really showing the willingness to trade away. Like we had 9:30 fail, we had 9:45 fail. So 10 a.m. is our last resort, and it's also just the least probable. Like it's not a driver, but it is the 4-hour function. But yeah, it's about protecting the model, right? So our shorts thesis was correct. It looks like it's going to be correct. Gold, but it's just no speed whatsoever. Like I'm just gonna delete this. Like we'll just I'll have this limit. I'll have this set here. See if we hit it, but I don't feel like being involved in that slow ass. This could be interesting for a read. Like damn, this is super slow too, though. Like this market is just really slow today. Extremely slow. Okay, guys. YM. Yeah, it's going. It's going here. If you like get a little retracement, I'll look for a 1-minute scalp for string. What indicator? Can someone show him the link? But it's gonna be this one. This one might be a paid one. I'm not gonna lie. It's higher time for candles with separated period separators. But there's a free version that TWX is pretty quick with. So link you that. Okay, so we got our alert. Whoa, what alert was this? Oh, it was the pullback, right? I think. Yeah, we haven't closed yet though. So if we close over this, I could look for continuation maybe. But if we don't close over this and then we get a deep run back into this range, today is going to chop. Like it's going to chop, probably. Like if it goes up here really deep, then that's invalidation. We want it to close low. We want this candle to close low. We're gonna have a shallow run into this PD ray, respecting it. Doesn't have to touch it a little bit. Yeah, this and a validation. That's why I'm not being aggressive here. It's just like not a great. It's not like really A plus. It's definitely not. But look at NQ. It's respecting this. Now I have SMT at the lows. I think. Right. Yeah. Honestly, like this right here looks pretty good. Like look at all these little failure swings. Looks really good for this high. Uh, 4-hour fractal. Yeah, that's just gross. Yeah, I would think YM goes to slow though. It's a bit ugly, but I want to see like some opposing run into this, and then I'll confirm it on the 1 minute, and then we'll scalp that and see. But NQ looks like it wants this high. This is how iFrag trades, guys. This is how he trades. That's how this guy trades. Where is he at? Cycling right now. This is how he trades. You have recording a previous stream. Yes, I do. What if I just did this like for an eval? I just freaking risk like the whole account. That's basically why I freaking. We gotta. Okay, so we're coming back into YM. We're gonna form SMT at some point with Russell. It's gonna look like this. So unless it's gonna chop, maybe these fair swings just chop. It should reverse for me. So if you form some relevant high, I'll just scalp it. There's too many things to watch right now. Holy frick. You said HG or in? Oh gosh. Damn, bro. See, like it was a great idea. We just got trailed. Our stop loss trailed. Is there a fractal model trade here? Or was it technically? I think this trader here is good though. What's CL doing? Is it chopping? Nice, dude. Okay, 1 minute to the close. I might scale into this guy's. Yeah, I'm just gonna add one right here. So hold on. I don't really care about the risk reward. What I'm basically doing is adding onto this position. This trade right here is going to cover this loss, if it's a loss. It should basically cover it. Yeah, or at least eliminate the risk a little bit. So that's just $300. So this would be about 400. Hold on, 450 bucks. This is. Is there a refinement that I can make? Not really, honestly. I trail my stuff. I'm just gonna add here. Yeah. And we'll make this 2. So now we're trailed in profits here. If we even get tagged. We'll see. What is RB doing, dude? Okay, nice close on RB as well. RB still has a draw. Like it still has these highs to draw into. So you see how this SMT is failing? So this was an SMT at one point, right? But it got formed here, but it failed. It's failing. So that's good. So you want to see. So basically, if we hit this high, I'm just gonna set a limit here. Just start running away from this. I'll just remove this limit. This looks freaking disgusting, bro. I don't think we should trade this. What is NQ doing? So yeah, NQ drawed up this high here. Yeah, so again, like it's just not an interesting day. Like I said, 9:30 failed to make the reversal. The news driver failed to make the reversal. So it's just not. It's not a clean sell day or a buy day, in my opinion. Like neither. It's not good. It's like, what do you have to target if you're gonna buy? You don't have anything to. So it's just not it, bro. Nice. Did you hit first TP, Della? Shit. Yeah, I'm not getting into this. The RR is not good. HG, what about this? Okay, I'm just not. This was just uneventful day. Like we had like the two good trades today were this one, in my opinion. It wasn't as good, but just the draw is so obvious. And the way we kind of reverse is pretty nice. This 30-minute CSD, I'm entering before the expansion. I just got stopped out. CL was really nice today. Everything else, I would say RTY was even better. Like this was really good. What else is good? That's pretty much it, bro. The potential was there for gold, for cells, and like it went there. It was just slow. It's like not clean. HG, the potential was there for cells. It could still work out, but like this is not ideal. You want to see some speed, but for real, RTY trade is fucking great. Yeah, I know. I had that. I had a limit on that, bro. We had a limit on that 30-minute 60. Like I could technically still enter it. What would my RR be, by the way? What if I just did this? This is still fine. 2R? I might just do this just because the eval. Wow, see it. I could see it failing though. Honestly. I could technically do that. Yep, so you see how the reversal, like it failed? It would have to be, like I said, it would have to form right here. But again, there's no higher time from CSD. Using a lower time from here is a lot riskier, right? Because for one, we're fading the daily candle, right? So you want to use a higher time from CSD ideally. And it's just not clean, like I said. Like the drivers didn't reverse. When you have a driver actually creating the manipulation or the CSD, then that's fine. But no, this is ass. Like CLX or ES actually might draw into these eyes. It actually might be a good trade. There's scalper. She could be decent. What is YM doing? It's BSing. This is a really ass close. I wanted to see sells for me, but look at this close. Really not ideal. Or continuation. So our only hope right here, dude. Our only hope is CL. Nice. Hell yeah. What is this? Oh, you took break even? Yeah. What is this? Oh, nice. Yes, yeah, nice. Yeah, there's definitely some scalp opportunities on ES and stuff. Not bad. It would have to hold, like it created SMT when it hit that low. And if it was going to continue lower, that SMT has to break. And then we get a really weak closure on the 15-minute. So it's not ideal. But CL could still continue higher. I already took a partial here. Looking for an ad. We're about to get filled. This is probably my last trade. just this eval. I'm not going to add on my funded accounts. This is just for the eval. I think ES going to all time, probably. I don't know about today though. It's a Monday, but like just this in general looks pretty good for these guys. That's for sure. It's like really good. Yeah, generally when you're looking for a New York reversal, guys, you want this range to be a bit tighter, right? You want to point to reverse off of, which we did have, right? But the volatility drivers, when we're opening right here, is really the only time that we want to see a reversal is when this S&P is created. So the volatility drivers should have expanded lower. That's what you usually want to see. But you see how they don't. Like look at the 930 candle, right, and then the 945 candle. They're just failing to reverse. Can't see us either. Then they create an SMT, get a weak closure. Price can't close below its fair value gap. You look at the opposing side of the curve. Yeah, it's just like not like A plus. That's why I didn't even take it. But not that clean. But I'm not gonna long this because like I would want to long ES even though it's a weaker asset, only because there's a target. But if you go on NQ, it's like, what am I targeting there? Like maybe you could draw this standard deviation. That's all you can do, pretty much. Like this could be a target, you know. Draw this manipulation. That's about it, though. This is uninteresting too. This day is terrible, bro. Glad we even got something. Okay, so we got filled on this. So now my stop loss is very small. So I'm basically in with 2 positions, right? But I'm only risking, I don't have much risk on. It's coming very aggressive to my thing, so it's not good. If this gets stopped out, then I'll probably just stop for the day. It's not looking great, I'll tell you that. I only added 1. Bruh, NG. Did they really go without us like that? NG, NG, NG. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Dude, we got hoed. So me and AB took this long, but we got stop break even, basically. Damn. Good trade idea, though. It'd be like that sometimes. It do be like that. Tradify, I honestly, I know some traders that traded like fees. You know, fees. He trades Tradify. You got to pay out with it, so I kind of trust it. And it was like I said, I'm trading eval right now, and it was $15, dude. So it's like hell yeah. Yeah, I took Yurdon's call, so this is all on Yurdon. I mean, that's not a lot though. It's cheaper than like Top Step and Apex. Yeah, but if this loses, you have to pay me back. So basically, my trade here, guys, because I'm trailing my original entry down here in profit, I'm really only risking on this trade. Let's see. Two cons. I'm only risking $180 on basically on a what you call it, 100K account. So that's literally nothing, but I can make way more, right? So basically, if I put my stop loss to break even right here, I would lose nothing. So it's kind of cool how it moves it like that. So where you can, I don't know, this does the math for you damn near. Can I hold the activation fee till I get payout? No. You have to pass the eval, and then you have to activate the account. CL. See, we're in daily propulsion, I guess. New week opening gap as magnet. Yeah, pretty much. But unsure about entry today. Yeah, I could go over it. So here's the first entry today. So if we go to the daily charts, like you said, we have this propulsion block. If I go to the daily structure, narrative, whatnot. We have us running out the short-term low. We have this opposing candle, form another one. I can really go over I can go over back-to-back days here. I traded both of them and go over them. So when I see this, us close over here, like what do I see over here? See equal highs, equal highs here. So coming to the day, coming to the week, there's an easy draw on liquidity, right? Obviously. Now this open low is pretty significant. Like it's a pretty large opposing run, right? But as you see, there's no wick to the daily candle. So that means there's no wick for the weekly candle either. So I want to trade back to that. So I want to come into the day. I want to basically trade manipulation. I want to trade manipulation to catch an expansion. I see that there's no established high. There's just failure swings, right? With session highs, that's always great to see. So now I'm just waiting to align myself with the 4-hour expansion candle. So you see the open low. So this candle creates S&T. I think this candle. Let's actually see. Hold on. It wouldn't matter, but yeah. So you see how this candle creates S&T. So I want to trade the next candle, expansion candle, right? It's the same every single time. I want to frame reversal off this candle's low. So we go lower time frame. Right? You could use a 30-minute, 15-minute CSD. I have that here, right? So that's around my entry. Does that make sense? And right now, I averaged in. So I took a partial here. My runner is the daily swing point high. And I got it down here, right? I trailed my first position stop loss here. I entered with one more right here, right? So this trade right here, I can't lose money on this trade, by the way. It's impossible. This, like my first position, my first partial would cover this small loss here, basically. So as you see, the 10 a.m. low is created in this inversion, and then we close over this down close candle. So if price is going to continue, it would continue off this order block. So that's why I'm entering off of it. But if it loses, like I said, there's no downside to this. So whenever you get a pyramid, when you can trail it to a new invalidation, you can enter off that. So now you have upside. Like there's no downside to that, because the position that you're entering on, it's covered by this trailing stop loss. How long have you been trading? Like 5 years, but 4 to 5 years, but a lot of that was just a waste of time. Like 3 years of that was just a waste of time. But I've been trading like ICT like 2 years probably at this point. Something like that. Silver shorts getting railed. Really? No, I didn't set a limit there. Kind of makes sense. Getting railed. It's not getting railed. Just pulling back. But ideally, we would want to see, so like after manipulation, we want to see a straight draw to here, to low resistance. So the fact that it's even pulling back is a little sus. But it's just slow. It's just slow. So like I'm not interested. You usually see, so like I have this here, but I'm not going to enter that. You usually see like gold in New York session, we're like expanding. This is ass, you know? So it's like I wouldn't even want to be involved in this. Same thing with like what was this? Same thing with copper. Like it's just so slow. Chopping. I'm good. You look at my trade Friday. I traded this right here. This drop. Look at the difference. Like, you know, there's just like no volatility today. Honestly, probably am gonna go break even here, guys, because now we have this possible swing low that's gonna form from this opposing candle. So I wouldn't want price to come and sweep this low out. Okay, so my break even point is protected by this low, in theory. So yeah, I wouldn't even want to see it come down here. So, but yeah, if this hits like after this trade is over, break even or dub, I'm gonna hop off. This is pretty slow as well, to be fair. Really slow. Yeah, literally nothing going on today. It's like the ass. Long on gold? Definitely not. I would not long. Wouldn't do anything with gold. Or platinum. Platinum. That's reversal previous is low. So yeah, so Asia reversal forms a CST propulsion block. Looks decent. But there's no entry in New York session really. There's an entry right here, technically. You want to take this propulsion block in the 50-minute? Just market execute on the propulsion block. That could be a valid entry. But I don't know if I would anticipate it to go to the previous high. Let me see the narrative here. Oh, this is clean actually. Oh, this is fire. The only thing here is like we have this low here. But look here. This is my model. So again, this candle hits the key level. If we're going to reverse, it's going to do off the next candle's low because this is an expansion candle. So look on the opposing side of manipulation. You have failure swings. So whoever asks a higher time per model, this is it. Pretty much. It's gonna be low of the week. Actually, I'm gonna actually add this into mine. It's pretty good. The only reason I didn't add this, guys, is because most of the expansions happen in London, like London or Asia. Pretty much. Expansion. It doesn't do much usually, unless those sessions just consolidate. These days we're not terrible. But I didn't see the profile that I trade a bunch. It's either like New York continuation, not too much New York reversals. So like I said, I don't think the majority of the volatility is in New York. It doesn't seem like it. Like this expansion is actually 7 o'clock. It actually is, you know. But like I said, if we didn't expand in the previous session, so New York would have to do it. Same thing with here. We didn't expand Asia, London. This is when you want to trade New York. It will expand in New York. But yeah, it's not bad there, man. Yeah, like I don't expect price to revisit this. If it does, then I'm just gonna probably chop. You know? And my stop loss is basically at the 30-minute opposing candle body. So it's a really nice break even area. It's like really nice. So we are risk free, baby. Thanks. So basically, narrative made you buy steals from the other side. Not wait for it. Yeah, I ideally don't want to. I always want to trade the manipulation. I want to be in near this. I don't like continuation. Like to me, this trade is better than up here because I have something to target here. This is entering after all these highs get taken, which to me is lower probability. I always like to get in at the manipulation. I'm still trading the continuation of the manipulation technically, right? 'Cause I'm ready for a CSD, but yeah, it's probably gonna come back to my stop, and that's fine. I don't lose anything. So the ad was like I didn't lose literally anything. There's only upside potential there. What session indicator? It is ICT kills on pivots. TFO. Yeah, it's gonna stop it. Yeah, right here. That's cool though. So the two trades that I took, guys, today were CL. So a win on CL. We got a partial win, and then I took HG. No, NG. So I went longs on NG. So I got positioned in here, and then again, and then I trailed my stop to like down here, and then I got stopped out. So I think it was a small loss or break even. I was looking for these highs, so good trade ideas on both assets. They pretty much both hit, but yeah, I wish I was looking at RTY, but I didn't have that on my chart. This was the cleanest out of all three, honestly. This right here is so clean. YM is chopping, everything is just it's not interesting. Gold is just so slow. Yeah. Like I said, if it was going to continue, it would have done it off of this flip channel. But if it's not, it's not. Highly doubt I get lucky here. I don't have indicator that breaks my days up. I mean, it's essentially the one I have does it. I mean, not really, actually. Wait, does it? If I go on the hourly time frame, I think it shows the daily open. So we're out of that position. So this is what it looked like. Partial to about 2.3 R. Left a runner. Added on. Trailed this stop loss to here. So I don't lose anything, but I can add on to this. Yeah, really good trade. So, yeah. I did today, left in profit, not mad. Okay, because I see you often do propulsion. Oh yeah. So like I'm in I'm trading a what you call it. So the thing is here is a 30-minute CSD, so it's a bit higher. If I was gonna use a 5-minute CSD here, I would use a propulsion, but since it's a 30-minute, like I don't need to see it's a higher time it's a higher time frame enough or like I can just execute there. And the stop loss is small enough, you know. Yeah, CL's probably gonna chop today. But it's leaving this open for tomorrow, which is sick. So if it does drop today, that'd be nice. I don't want it to get stopped out here and then it go to my target. That would suck. Leave it over tomorrow. Maybe catch tomorrow. AB, did you re-enter on NG? We really got lucky on this one, bro. What is gold doing? Jack, shit. But you looking more big. I assume we still get to these lows, especially on silver. But Could just consolidate today. Like it literally makes sense if you consolidate today. But it was worth a shot here just to get to these lows. I'm gonna put an alert here. I'm just curious if it actually breaks this high. Yeah, I don't know. There's literally nothing going on. Like, might as well just hop off the charts at this point. HG. How consistent you stream? I don't know. Not really consistent, to be honest. But I don't have a schedule. In the lens, I do have a schedule now, though. That's sick. See, like they're just posting our schedule. I stream on Saturdays every week, but I don't really stream every. I stream often though, honestly. But it's not everyday thing. So if you see New York session, I might be streaming, but I don't have a way to like send you out an alert or anything unless it's a scheduled event. I'm not going to schedule an event for this. They don't provide signals. When will you? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. But it should be back. It's just being sorted. So like I just got added to lens, so it's being sorted. You're about to at 205. Yeah, was there even an opportunity? I saw this on the lower time. It's the only opportunity. Like we swept up this low basically. And like some inversion level, I think. Or just this fair value gap in general. You got this like mitigation block. Those? Not really use those that much. Technically have an inversion there, but yeah, it's just like sweep. Like sweep of this expansion, another expansion. And then since we're holding this fair value gap, this is like an expansion signature, right? Because expansion, if this holds like in expansions, we hold fair value, we hold PD arrays, right? So this is a good signature right here. And then you have a 3-minute propulsion block off of this too. So like if I was more focused, this right here is a really good reentry right here. Like pretty fire. Yeah. And that's also creating a 10 a.m. wick, by the way. I think. Yeah. Like this is being formed at its fair value 10 a.m. wick. Never leaving that. Will we still be able to see your screenshots? I think. I honestly don't know. Like I don't even know what's going on. I'll probably stream tomorrow. I'll probably live stream again. I'll probably live chat again tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to pass this eval this week, and I'm gonna be a little hesitant to trade my funded accounts. I did take that CL trade on my funded account, but just because it's close to Christmas, yeah. But I will try to pass this this funded account on stream maybe, or we'll blow it on stream. Either way, it'll be fun. Yeah, today was it was uneventful. Like for the majority of the pairs, it was just not it. But we still got a trade. Here, I'm playing a hot ball, guys. Be back tomorrow, probably. Unless anyone got any questions, I'm just chilling. 95 people is crazy work. I'll go over this trade. This trade was really clean as well. So I took this Friday. So essentially back-to-back London low of the day profiles I traded. This is technically London low day because, again, the other asset creates the lower low. So London manipulation. I tried New York continuation. Same thing, back-to-back days, right? And I have a draw, high tempo draw here. We just didn't get to it Friday. I already went over this, I think, but price pulls back to this opposing candle. I have a 15-minute protected low. We take out this low, close over this opposing candle. So you can take the entry and align yourself with the daily expansion candle. I'll show you here. So you have the 4-hour expansion candle, open low into that opposing candle. So I'm trading the expansion candle as well as the daily expansion candle. Look at that small wick. So if you look at the phase of price, expansion, mouth expansion, that's a reversal signature in itself. The SMT at these lows. Right? You get consolidation, which is a continuation signature, meaning price has to expand after consolidation. But the ideal way to trade a consolidation is in manipulation. So we get that manipulation. And then we expand. We form the opposing candle that formed in manipulation. That's where you can continue. So I can continue this day. I can look for near continuations because of one thing. This expansion still has a lot of room, right? We haven't really formed like a large expansion candle. Like look at this candle here compared to this, right? Not much of an expansion. So New York can actually provide that expansion to basically create a larger body of the candle, the daily candle. And that's what happened. Okay. That was a decent little trade there. So the difference between, so look at the difference between the candles, by the way. You see the expansion candle that supports this manipulation here? Look at the difference between this candle. This candle does not support expansion. Look how far the opposing run is. Very large. Like we have a manipulation, but the reason why I partialed here is because of that, right? So very, very likely that price could just chop around this day, right? Because the opposing run is very large. But we're going to come back to this high probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. We're probably gonna end it stream, guys. Study 2024. What is this? MQ. Oh yeah, you took that. Oh, yeah, that was pretty good, honestly. I thought you didn't take that. Tripping? Is it ES? No, it's MQ. I thought you didn't take that. You were in my DMs saying, "Are you too slow? Where would you enter? How the hell did you enter that?" D1 dodgy. Didn't got and funded. What? Grammar? Didn't get in on funded, buddy. So change this got to get. There you go. There you go. Good job. So what'd you get in on the eval? Was it the same eval? Tradify? How much did you risk, B1? You go full for it? Yeah. Nice, dude. 1K, dude. Did you pass? What the fuck? You pass? Dude, I went. The thing is, I went in with 1K on CL, but I only got filled on half. So that was ass. Tomorrow I'm full porting on stream. I'm absolutely full porting. I tried. You guys saw me. I tried a full port on silver. Okay, it wasn't even a full port. It was like $600, but no, it's not. It's not $15 more. But there is an try this discount code right here. Try Snow. You get 50% off. I think. Try that. That's a pretty good deal. Not bad. It's not like Apex where you get like 80% off, but it's pretty good. They're probably a better firm than Apex. I'm not gonna lie. Apex just sucks. I know it gives you 80% off, but it's still ass. Yeah, they don't give you a payout. For real. how to trade gold USD as beginner ICT player. So I'm also an ICT player. I'm in the pro league now, but it's the same way you trade any pair, bro. Like I can go over some trades that I took last week. Freaking really good trades last week. Oh my gosh. So I traded these 2 days here. Let's go ahead and break that down. So this is my draw coming into the day with this high right here. Why? Well, if you look at the weekly profile, we have Monday opening here. So the reason why Monday can expand is because the previous day took out these lows. It manipulated on Friday. So the next day will expand, right? And when we hit this high, we're just seeing how price reacts. Is price going to reverse off this high? Is it going to continue? Well, clearly it continues. So we're in expansion. So where's the next draw? It's just high. So a really simple narrative. I'm aligned with the weekly candle here. It's an expansion candle. And now I'm just looking for the low of the day to form to trade to a draw liquidity. So whenever you're trading to a draw liquidity, you want to trade away from established low. Right. So when I go to the lower time frame, the hourly time frame, I'm looking for a daily profile. So what I see is expansion, consolidation, manipulation. So this classifies as an established low. We have the CSD here, but I'm entering the 5-minute. We have the reversal signature, expansion into low, expansion away. You could enter here. I was not on the charts at this time. I was waiting for the news event to pass. So we manipulated prior to 8:30 news. So this is 8:30 news. This CPI very lame, very like lame CPI release, honestly, but not volatile at all. At least not on this, on gold. But whenever you basically manipulate prior to a news event, if that news event expands away, then that confirms the manipulation essentially. And I got in right here, by the way. T-Trade's fractal model. So it looks something like this. That was basically my entry, like around 3R. That makes sense. Whoops. So essentially, all you ask yourself, if you want to trade to a high or something, you ask yourself when you come into New York session, I'm a New York session trader. I ask myself, has a low of the day formed yet? Clearly not. Like this low, definitely not the low of the day because it's just consolidation. So I want to frame a reversal off this low, right? Into session highs. So the next day, now we're just getting biased off just how the weekly range is developing. So we actually formed SMT here with the correlated asset, right? So if we want to trade back into a range after expansion, right? So expansion into a high with the SMT, I'm expecting a new phase of price, so I can trade back into the range. And since this day hit the key level and it formed an expansion candle, I want to frame a reversal off this candle's high. So, and then I also want it to be a small opposing run, which would support expansion. That's exactly what we get. So notice how we form an established high today. We manipulate, just like over here, we manipulate. So Asian manipulation, London retracement, confirmed by this CSD, but also this SMT here. Right. So when I come into New York session, I open the charts right here. I open the charts at 8 o'clock. I look at the economic calendar. Do we have any news? Yes, we do. We have 8:30 news, so I can use that to my advantage. And essentially, it's the same thing, but for continuation, it's something like this. If there's already a high that they put in, we want continuation. So we want basically this. Say news event opens here. I want this news event to create an established high. So I want to either create opposing candles, or maybe manipulate a high and then close back below the opposing candles that the 8:30 news kind of created, right? And then this would be a continuous signature. So you can see that lower time frame basically. And my draw liquidity is this fair value gap low. It's the previous day's low. So if I put this on the chart, we have 830 making an opposing run to the draw and creating SMT. Right, so that's an established high. We may close below the series of opposing candles that created it. All right, so this is my entry right here. Personally, I didn't put my stop loss way up here. Put out the EQ of this wick. And also notice what this does. This confirms the 30-minute open high low close essentially into a fair value gap. So it's really good trade. And then I'm just trading to this low. New York continuation. Right, so Asia manipulation, London consolidation or retracement, and then New York continuation. That makes sense? So I would trade the exact same way on any asset though. It's all profiling. So if you look at today on gold, you see the same thing essentially. Like I look at is there a high today in New York? No. When I come into New York, no. So it must create it somewhere in here. And there's like some SMT here, right? Ideally, I create it on the hourly time frame. I create some sort of manipulation. When you go to the correlated asset, you actually see the manipulation on the hourly time frame very clear, right? We expand into it, we expand away. So if this is going to be a clean day, the news event should have expanded lower because the reversal's already been put in. Right? So it just didn't do that. It's just consolidating because it's a Monday after a large expansion. So we can already expect a new phase of price after expansion, especially after basically when the new week opens. Like, so my target was only these equal lows on the lower side. I don't expect a large expansion on Monday. Probably good. Yes, that is correlated. Yeah, like it was good, but it just didn't. There was no volatility on a day that's volatile. That would work. Really? What'd you take? I meant to show. Are you talking to me, Calvin? So yeah, I took that. Already went over my C on Friday. I took CL. I also took copper. This is so clean. Oh my gosh. What was it called? Oh yeah, it was copper. Yeah. So basically, just profiles in general. When price leaves, when it like leaves the opening price of the daily open or the weekly open, there's no established low. I want to trade back to that eventually. So see here, this is Monday's low. It's just failure swings, right? So if we manipulate, I want to trade back to that essentially. So I want to frame like a midweek reversal. So this was the ideal scenario where like we have Wednesday ideally reversing to come back to these lows. But if you look at the structure, it gets invalidated. Right, we have equal lows. This is like so clean. It just doesn't work out. But this, I would literally frame this every single time, and majority of the time it's gonna work out. So essentially, when you open up the new day, you ask yourself, where is a relevant area for this high the day of form? And it's gonna be this consolidation high. So you want to see reversal off this high, but we just expand through it. So there's your invalidation. It's actually as simple as that. So then you go to the next day. You ask yourself, does this day reverse? Right? Clearly it does. Right? So you're gonna ask yourself the same thing. Right? We have the CSD just like we had this day. We have the CSD. So now we open up here, and I'm like, where could we form the wick at for this candle? So you have this here. You have this high, right? Or we could just form an intraday manipulation. So like off of session highs and lows, which happens a lot. So see here, what are we doing? Consolidating. So now I could be like, okay, if we just form the wick of the daily candle off of these manipulation, I can frame a trade off that. So we trade into it, and it gets confirmed right there. So at this point, this creates the new daily wick. It's a small opposing run. Price hasn't yet expanded anywhere. So I took this trade off of this 30-minute CSD. I put my stop loss, like, again, I don't really put it this high. Put a little bit. I just like to get higher R. And my overall target was here at Monday's low. Whoops, I don't know why it does that. I'll just do this. My overall target was here. Right there. Dude, what the fuck? Why does it do that, bro? I think I pressed bottom. TP, I think I pressed the other one. So yeah, those are here. I just melted. It was a really nice trade. So it's essentially this. If you look at fades of price, expansion, consolidation, manipulation, creating the daily high. And then if you look at the opposing side of this manipulation, we have failure swings. That's all we're targeting. There's no established low today. When we manipulate, creating a potential high today, then this is the best framework, right? So it didn't reach this. I had to close at around 1500. So 1500, like right here. So it looks something like this. It's like 4R almost. I think I got 4R, so my stop loss was a little bit tighter. But yeah. And I already showed my CL trade. There was good opportunities on NQ as well, though. So if you look at today, we wanted a reversal off this high. It's just lackluster. Yeah. But tomorrow, if we leave this open for tomorrow, this draw is super clean. These belows, might as well just use this low, honestly. Yeah. As as hard as you can. Garrett took this on NQ based off SMT on Friday's high, 5-minute CSD, I think. I should have waited for 50-minute CSD. Yeah, so I'm not gonna clown you. But like you have CSD, right? But here's the thing about that. The time drivers. So if you go into the course, an AM section of the course, he talks about expansion candles. So when we form this, quote unquote reversal, possible reversal at 6 a.m., we're kind of deviating from the daily open, kind of eliminating the possibility to form an expansion candle lower. That's one red flag. But the real red flag, the real one is 8:30, or sorry, 9:30. You see how 9:30 doesn't actually expand lower, and the news event doesn't expand lower either. So really, we want the drivers to basically form the high of the day to manipulate the daily range, but it doesn't do it. So that's a red flag. Like you can really high your probabilities with drivers and what they do. Like honestly, this is like a continuation signature. If you look here, I forgot when we formed the SMT. So I think it's right here. Right, so 10 a.m. opens, creates a low, the SMT, inside of a fair value gap. So if you could scalp this right here, you see this chain of state delivery? That's a good scalp. But there's nothing to targets like at all. So it's like, what am I gonna target? You also have a continuous signature here. So 9:30 again. It just consolidates, but we create SMT, I believe. 9:45. So news creates SMT. That's even better. All right, so if SMT here, and then you get a continuation signature. Right, we close above the opposing candle. So just like you saw me do that I just went over the trade on gold. It's the same. It's the same thing on NQ, except there's really no draw on NQ, so it's just too high in the range. Yeah, like okay, so you need to demand a higher time frame reversal as well. It's like a 15-minute, just because of the context. You see how we're deviating from the opening price, right? Kind of, eliminating the possibility for a reversal day or just like a reversal into expansion, right? So this SMT here would need to hold, right? And it needs to CSD, but we don't. We actually respect this. So basically, we hit this here. We hit this prior to the news events and prior to 9:30. So if the high of the day, potential high of the day at this point, if manipulation has already occurred, right? Then what happens after manipulation? We should expand lower. So the drivers should expand lower, right? But they don't. So that is a red flag. And you don't get that higher time frame CSD. It's not even a higher time frame, it's just 15 minutes. 5 minutes is simply not enough in this situation. That's why I didn't actually take NQ. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end this here, guys. Yeah, it's just a really like uneventful day. Like we took CL, we took H or what's it? NG. Got profit on CL, NG. Got break even. So not a bad day. Oh, let's see if ES took those highs, by the way. So ES being the weaker asset, but it still had these highs to draw into. It didn't draw into them yet. It's just so slow. These highs look pretty obvious. It is the weaker asset, but it should get there, obviously. Oh yeah, another thing is Papa Hertz. I don't know if you've been in my streams or like know how I trade the 4-hour candles, but I trade it the same way as the daily. So I don't know what candle you entered. Was it NQ that you entered, by the way? Let's see. Okay, so
Go ahead.
here we go away. All right, so another thing you're doing is you're actually shorting the stronger asset. But there's another red flag, so about your short, and it's because you're trading a expansion candle. You're trying to fade an expansion candle. What I mean by that is you see how, just like the daily, how I explained price is fading away from the daily open, it's also fading away from the 4-hour open. So now you're not inside of a 4-hour expansion candle lower or a daily expansion candle lower. So like I said, when coming to stream, the reversal would have to form with, it would basically have to do this. Like, it would have to form an expansion candle lower on the 4-hour basically. But when that breaks, because initially we had like some sort of like, it traded above it on ES. It looked like it was going to go lower possibly, but we just formed SMT and that SMT broke. So if I go on ES, you see this SMT. So at one point we had a CSD. This is a cool scalp. I mean, it's not bad scalp, these lows. But if you look at the 15-minute closures, like again, can't CSD over here. Right, so that leads me to believe that this SMT is going to hold. Right, we actually CSD to the upside, actually, on this close. So not ideal to look for shorts. So yeah, you would need to look for shorts at 10 a.m. open. This is how I trade every day, the 4-hour candles on any asset. Yeah, you want to align yourself with expansion candles. Yeah, so you had a 5 minute SMT, but you had a bearish SMT, but you also had a bullish SMT in the 4 hour time frame, which outweighs the 5 minute. Yeah, this here, but yeah, it's fine now. It's all good. Look how uncorrelated. Yeah, I know. When they're uncorrelated, it's not great. Trade. You're gonna get a lot of fake SMTs when they're truly uncorrelated. You're gonna get a lot of fake SMTs. You basically just want to whatever like is like let's say you have a plain bias on NQ for longs, kind of just trade that. But the SMT doesn't actually like matter. It's just showing the strength. But it's like when they're correlated and then you get an SMT, that's when SMT is like truly powerful. When they're actually correlated and then you get an SMT. But when there's SMT with every single high and low, it's like doesn't it actually mean anything. Awesome. All right. Anyways, how do you use phase the price delivery on only the? No, I use it on every time frame. Like I'll show an example on gold. I'll show you 2 examples I'm hopping off. Yo, is gold melting now? Oh, nice. So I had this trade on, but what the hell? It's kind of lackluster today. Oh, SUT here at least. Nope. What is? Uh, there's technically S&P here, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, let's go over the phase of price on gold. So coming into this week, we have manipulation with S&T down here. So what do we get after manipulation? Distribution. So that's phase of price right there, and then we get 3 consecutive days of expansion into a high. So this is when we can expect a phase of price. So we can trade back into a range. But notice how we trade back into a range. We expand into it. So expansion met with expansion. This is a reversal signature. So this leads me to believe that we're going to go draw towards these lows. That's my draw for this week. Because this is not how you want to see price draw into a range. You don't want to see expand into a range, especially after it creates SMT at the highs and hits this high. Not ideal, right? So that's that, right? So basically, this expansion into this high with S&P gave me bias for this day that I traded it back to range because I can expect to do phase of price, right? After we hit this high, so I'm going to trade back to this range. I'll just be this high. I'll trade both these days. And then go on CL. I just have a clean example on the hourly time frame on this day in particular. So look at the previous day. It's actually a reversal candle, quote unquote, right? Where you sweep the previous day's high. If you actually look at the signatures inside of here on the hourly time frame, you have expansion into this low with SMT, expansion away. So that in itself is a reversal signature, and it's also backed by SMT. So all I view this as is a retracement, essentially. Look at these failure swings here. There's also this daily high up here. So I'm thinking that the reversal has been put in here, and I can trade away from this already. But once you get a continuation signature after expansion, now this is even better, right? Expansion consolidation, meaning price can't reverse from this consolidation. So when you manipulate the low, right? That's uh, you know A and B, right? So expansion, consolidation, manipulation. Price can't reverse from consolidation. we expand, we retrace back into the order block that created the manipulation, and then I could trade this long. So I traded this day as well on Friday. Off of that, off just using phase of price essentially. And then I'm all aligning that with an expansion candle. So you see this expansion candle here? Look on the daily time frame on gold. Expansion candle this day, expansion candle this day. So I'm trading both these days with the phase of price and aligning it with expansion. That's it. If I look on the hourly time frame, I have really just a consolidation. There's no established low. I'm waiting for an established low to be formed. Established low, manipulation, distribution. That's phase of price. Over here, you can see the phase of price too. So on the daily time frame, I'm expecting a new phase. So I want manipulation of the previous high. We manipulate. So we expand, consolidate, manipulate, expand, retrace, expand. Make sense? So yeah, and then again here, you get consolidation. We manipulate this high. We expand. That makes sense. So over here, if I go on silver, you see phase of price again, where we expand, we more so retrace. Right? There's no protected lows here. So in order to get expansion, right, because after retracing we get expansion, I can only anticipate that expansion if we get manipulation, right, which is right here. Makes sense. It was just super slow today on silver. Oh, is this on gold or something? Would you usually risk on evals? I would have passed mine by now if I did not risk it. Yeah, so like it depends like how much eval means to you. You know, that really matters. Like, but I usually risk a lot. Usually like $500 if it's a 50K count. I typically risk more than 1% or 1%. You know, just because the eval. Do the same time rules for indices at 9:30 and 10 a.m. apply? Only 10 o'clock, because every single futures 4-hour candle opens at 10 a.m. but not 9:30. Can't use 9:30. I have to start trading as fresh right here. I don't know what that means. Like, are you like as a new trader? Like, how to start trading as a new trader? I would go watch all of T-Trade's videos. So you need to learn the skill, and then you can start to trade. What CL's pairing future? It's RB. It's right here. Okay, I got the G. It's right here. Yeah, like I said, on CL, if it's going to continue, it should have did it on this opposing candle. If this breaks, it's either going to reverse or consolidate. But I do like how we're leaving this high on the daily chart open for tomorrow. So if you think about the weekly candle, right, if we go open low first, that's generally a good sign, right, for an open low high close. So that would be my so you don't even have to be right to make money. I don't even have to be right on the total move. So that's why we think partials. But it actually makes sense. It actually makes sense why we're bearish, because of the way this candle is forming, right? The low of the candle very far away from the open. Which YouTube channel? T-Trades. T-Trades is the best for beginners. That's fine. If you're only using ES and NQ, that's totally fine. There's plenty of opportunities, bro. Like last week, so many opportunities, bro, on NQ and ES alone. How come NQ is bullish today? Looks like perfect bearish expansion too. Yeah, coming into the day, I was bearish biased too. But when you look at it, it gets invalidated. pretty much, right? Because if we go to NQ, right, we have a potential manipulation here coming into the day, right, with S&P, right? So that's totally cool, bro. I was wrong too. So coming into the day here, the only red flag here, bro, is kind of this expansion back of the range, kind of sus. We're disrespecting this here, and price actually closes above this opposing candle. So now price is not reacting to this opposing candle. It's just chopping around. So what do we get here? Expansion, met with expansion, consolidation, met with expansion, right? After consolidation, we must expand again, right? We can't reverse from consolidation. So price is supported by this inversion level here and this opposing candles. So once price expands away from that, now we're just creating too large of a wick, and we're already in close proximity to this high. So this becomes a good draw on liquidity, actually. But I wanted a potential reversal here because we formed S&T. But when the drivers, like at 9:30 and the news driver, when they don't actually expand away from this potential manipulation, there's your invalidation, right? But this is uninteresting to me, the long it, honestly, a New York session, because we're at all-time highs. So it's like, what do I target? You know, not much you can do. Like, I want to trade away from a protected low, which we don't have a protected low for the day. So it's just simply just staying out. Like, you know, like not every day is going to be a clean profile. I think silver is good to sweep those lows, but it's just like no volatility today. So it's like not that interesting, bro. What are you in, one con? I hate trading with one contract, bro, because you can't take partials. I know what you mean. Sucks when it comes back to break even. It's so ass. But yeah, guys, I'm popping off now. All right, I'll tomorrow. Like I said, I'll probably live trade again because again, I had this eval on Traderify, and I'm gonna full port on stream. Okay, not full port, but we're gonna trade live because we have news tomorrow as well. 8:30 news. Okay, not significant news. The significant news is press conference, which I'm not trading that ever. It's just too crazy. But yeah, it's an eval, so I will trade it. Like, honestly. So we're up on the eval so far. We'll look to trade tomorrow. Yeah, no problem. All right, I'll catch you later.